Let's check our French onion soup. Oh, it's getting close. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm just hanging out in the apartment, my apartment that is. It'd be kind of weird if I was hanging out in someone else's apartment doing a vlog, but I'm just kind of getting ready for the big day tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing a polo and a sport jacket. I got to wear basically business casual for my Disney's tradition class. And that also means I can't wear my hat. So you're getting a rare view of what I look like without a hat. I'm always wearing a hat, honestly, because my hair is just, it does not do well in this Florida, what do you call it, climate. It's super frizzy all the time. And also I have a really big forehead that I'm decently self-conscious of. So I like to wear a hat. Plus the hat gives you some sun protection, which is highly needed in Florida. But basically my forehead is really big because my brain, it's so big and powerful. That's not true. But I was thinking about today checking out a place called Shingles Creek Park. There's a bunch of different parts of this park, like a reserve, and it's not that far at all, actually, from where I live. Jill kind of brought it to my attention, and it's right up my alley. I love places like that to check out. So, yeah, if you're interested, please come along and check that out with me. But first, I need to eat some of my homemade French onion soup. Thank you, Jack Pepin, for the recipe years ago. All right, I made it to the Shingle Creek. I'm not sure what this is exactly. Park? If you Google search it, like at least 5 different things pop up. So I already stopped at one place, which is kind of like a small historic conservation with old buildings and everything. It was really cool, but you have to pay money to get in, and quite honestly, I'd really like to show Jill that. I think she'd really be interested in that as well. So I'm probably going to come back in the near future, hopefully with her. But yeah, let's check this place out. I'm not really sure about anything around here. There's this building over here on property. I don't know if it's a welcome center or what. Looks like an old, I don't know, old house, old schoolhouse or something. It's really neat. The Steffi place. In 1883, Judson Harmon Steffi, his wife Molly, and their 3 children moved from Kentucky to Florida. Mary Kendall Steffi, known as Molly, was unhealthy and needed to live in a warmer climate. Florida's definitely warmer. Shingle Creek was just the place to recover. They built a home, planted citrus, and raised cattle and horses. Mary began teaching and liked to fish on Shingle Creek when she needed rest. The couple were both musicians and occasionally entered the guests at the elegant tropical hotel in Kissimmee. So I guess this was the house they built, I'm guessing. Yeah, it says in 1911 the Steffi family built this shotgun-style house near Shingle Creek, and a decade later a caretaker's house south of the main house. They were restored by Osceola County in 2009. Let's go check it out. Looks like there's a trailhead right over there and over here, so I know nothing about this place. It's funny, this crackhead just went right by me where it says no bicycles. Okay, so I so far have run into some questionable characters. I wanted to put my camera away, and I don't know. Be ready for any type of situation, because I've never been here. I don't know what to expect. Oh, that's crazy. That's one of those caterpillars I just saw on the news. They were saying like Don't touch them. I can't remember what they're called. It's funny. They cause major irritation. A something moth caterpillar. On the right track. Place is really, really beautiful though. But like I said, literally a couple crackhead looking guys passed me on this trail, and one guy made some type of comment and looked back at me, so I want to be real careful. Shingle Creek Conservation Area. There was I don't know, some really loud people over this creek. I'd like to show it, but they were, I don't know, dropping F-bombs every other word and whatnot, and I didn't want to record with them around, so I'll get back to that a little later. This is really cool though, really, really cool. This is literally, like, no joke, I think it was like 15 minutes, no more than 15 minutes away from basically Celebration Boulevard and I-92. So it looks like they got some canoes over here, so maybe you can rent, or kayak I should say. Employees only. I don't even know if they're open. Huh. Man, so much stuff to check out. Yeah, look at that. That's 192 right there. We got a warning. All Florida lakes and ponds have snakes and alligators. Yeah, this I have learned. So crazy. You have something so wild and so beautiful, and there's 192 right there. Got a little minnow fish. Definitely wouldn't want to go in those waters. Got a crying kid over here. Why do people have to ruin everything? Man. This is wild. Oh, I think I came in through the side and I'm not supposed to be on this side probably. Steffi Family Cabin, 1880. Wow. You imagine back then, no air conditioning. Oh, wow. People were a lot tougher than they are now. Well, this is definitely reminiscent of some of the trails and these boardwalks that are in Celebration. I definitely feel a lot safer in Celebration. Got a bottle of something. It looks like some shorts. This is I don't know. Just have a weird vibe. I grew up in Aurora, Colorado, and that place, you gotta really keep your eyes open. And my eyes are open. I've definitely seen some normal people, but also some questionable people. So let's keep exploring. Like I said, 192 is right here. This looks like an exit only. Jeez. Wow, got a helicopter going right overhead. Earlier it said no bicycles, and on this trail, which is just like a couple minutes away, it says watch for bicycles. Lock your car, keep your keys, take your belongings. That's always a bad sign. So I don't know if this is a bike trail. Looks like a bike trail that maybe goes under 192. Fun to explore, as long as I don't get mugged. This is really, really interesting and unlike anything I've ever seen. If you took away all of this man-made stuff, the cement, the steel rails, you'd think you're somewhere deep in some southern jungle or something, and then you just turn just a little bit and you got 192. Yeah, there's a bridge. Kind of want to check it out a little bit. Man, this is interesting to say the least. I don't think I'm gonna go terribly far from the parking lot. I just kind of want to check this area out. Wow, it's wild. It's beautiful. I always hear people talk about what Florida used to be, what it used to look like. I'm kind of guessing this is a lot closer to like what old Florida might have been. It's beautiful. Very southern feeling. Let's see, what's that? Looks like more maybe state park signs. Wow. Huh. Like I said, I've never been here, so bear with me if I get distracted. Jeez. I can honestly say I've never seen anything like this in my life. Wow. You think of like Tiana's Bayou Adventure, like this is like the real Bayou Adventure. Look at this. Wow, I would love to throw a kayak down in there. Looks like you can't go too much further up this creek, at least from, oh yeah, there's a kayaker way out. Nice. You know, I was saying can't go up any further. There's a gate here, fenced off gate. So what a cool place to come check out and get your mind off stuff. Just saw someone like maybe living back here, so I'm not gonna go in there. I'm gonna stay on the path. Shingle Creek Regional Park and Trail. Man, look at that old photo. I can't imagine how old that is. Early settlers harvested cypress trees for use as building shingles. Oh, okay. Is that where the name came from then? Wow. Learn something new every day, if you're lucky. Yeah, there's the Welcome Center. No one over here, really. There's 192 right there. Huh. I guess this is the Welcome Center. Let me check it out. Wow. It's got a very distinct smell. Oh wow, look at that. Jeez. Poking alligators strictly prohibited. Why would you poke an alligator? Alright, let's... darn. Oh, closed for Easter. They're open. Let's check it out. So this is it's the visitor center for the
Osceola history.
Osceola history.
This
Nice.
is the Welcome Center.
That's awesome. It's a big boat in here. Yeah, well, let's check it out. Thank you so much.
You're absolutely welcome.
Things talking about the Wonderland, watery Wonderland, all the different plants and animals. It's like a baby alligator, raccoon. I've seen one wild raccoon, turtle. I wish I had my camera earlier this morning when I was walking around outside of my apartment. There was a turtle. They're very rare to see because they're usually very skittish. Look at the otter. I've seen 2 otters. I've seen 3 otters actually. One was over in Lake Reinhardt. Haven't seen any, looks like a rattlesnake. Did see I can't remember what it's called, some solid black snake. Scared the living you-know-what out of me. Looked it up, apparently they're not dangerous. Jeez. Wow. Shipped by boat. I was on the Kissimmee River. Man, times have definitely changed, huh? I'll tell you, I'm glad I found this place. It's actually getting really hot out there. A great cowman and a legend. Lawrence Sillis was raised in the Florida tradition of cow hunters, the son of a freed slave who built his own herd after the Civil War. Sillis ranch lands were spread out from the heart of Kissimmee along U.S. Highway 192 east and west of Michigan Avenue. He also owned ranch lands along the St. Johns River. Huh. Cow hunters. Man, oh wow. Sleeping alligators, do not disturb. Oh, they don't look like they're sleeping. I think maybe these guys came from Gatorland. Oh, jeez. Look at those faces. Makes me think of Jurassic Park, like raptors. Oh, maybe they don't like me. I don't want to spook them. Hey there, fella. It's a pretty cool museum and visitor center. Bald eagle, I've seen those over at Lake Toho. That was pretty amazing. First heyday hotels, wow. was in St. Cloud, jeez. Before the days of air conditioning. Looks like they got a gift shop in here. Just some knickknacks, puzzles, clocks, all kinds of stuff. Coffee mugs, cookware. The lady working the front desk at this visitor center museum was extremely informative and very helpful. I'm interested in checking out that trail sometime, but it looks like more of a bicycle trail. I've seen a lot of bicyclists, which makes me feel a little bit better that there's actually more people out here. Because like I said, I've seen some stranger danger type of people. Back under the bridge. Doesn't look like any homeless people are hanging around. It's actually really kind of neat under here with the water, with the creek. So tomorrow is my big day. I'm very excited. First day with Disney. I got my traditions class, 8.5 hours, 30 minutes is a break, but I'm so excited. Like I'm genuinely excited. I'm one of those people that with any and every job I've ever had, I'm there to work. I like making friends, but I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to work and kick butt. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we are coming back up to that bridge. I really wanted to show, but like I said, there were some pretty unclassy, classless people, I should say. Just the way they were talking, I'd have to like bleep out so much of the audio because, yeah, I didn't want their conversation in my video. Oh jeez, so many lizards. Almost looks like bamboo. I have no idea, like, does bamboo grow naturally here in Florida? I mean, I know it can grow, but is it a local species? Check this out. That's 192 right over there. Man, that water is dark. The sun just went behind some clouds, which is nice because it is hot and humid. That is for sure. I don't know if this is specifically a walking trail or what. Yeah, I just walked by a guy that was obviously homeless. So, I don't know. I don't know about this area. Check this out. This is crazy. Caretaker house, 1920. Man. Imagine you're back in the day and a hurricane is coming through. Luckily, you're in Central Florida. Excuse me. Tickle in my throat. But, wow. Yeah, like right there. There's a trail that people have made by walking through. I know that there are spots in Florida, even off 192, where there's like homeless people. And quite honestly, holy cow, I do not want to get lost. I just got to remember where I am. I've been walking for a little bit. There's like no signage that shows where I am on a trail. I have no idea. Oh, actually, I just came around a bend and looks like a man-made boardwalk right here. I just don't have like, oh man, this is stunning. But I was gonna say, hello lizard. Pileated woodpecker sign. Anyway, I was gonna say, I don't know, I'm torn. I have a little bit of the heebie-jeebies. Not from like animals or anything, but like I said, I've seen a few people now that they're not here to enjoy nature. Wow. Look at this squirrel just scaling the tree. This is pretty fantastic. I'm sorry if I don't see myself right now. It's I'm just being really cautious. This is freaking amazing though. When I'm in places like this by myself, and especially back in Colorado, I could not help, and I cannot help but think about David Paulides' work with Missing 411. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look into it. Really cool. Oh, there's some people. Wow. Poison ivy. Looks like that's all poison ivy right there. Good to know, especially considering I'm wearing shorts today. It's a lot. Nice people. They're actually weren't familiar with how far these trails are. They said they were actually gonna head back because they've been out for a while. But yeah, I just told them, like, you know, hey, seen some interesting people. Not to be an alarmist, but hey, you gotta watch out for people. They're the worst. Humans. Yeah, leave a comment if you're familiar with the missing 411 phenomenon. I don't know if it's specifically called the missing 411 phenomenon, but David Paulides, he's a ex like detective, police officer that has been for years investigating all the missing people, specifically in national parks, and it's some weird stuff. I've been following that type of work and stories for years. I actually met David Paulides with Jill back in Colorado. Really, really nice guy. He's got a great YouTube channel too. I think it's like Missing 411 Can-Am. I don't know. I can't remember, but great channel. So, whoa. I think that was a squirrel. Try not to be too distracted. This is absolutely beautiful. This is wild. Jeez. Look at this swampland. No trespassing. Don't worry, there's no way I would go out in there. At least not the way I'm dressed. This is literally wild. I love stuff like this. It just really gets my mind off of all the BS that we care about on a daily basis. So I've mentioned in like the last X amount of videos just all the bad stuff that's been happening, and in my last video I think I started off just saying it's been a crazy week, and you know, one of Jill and I's good friends, Jill's like best friend, is going through some heavy stuff, and I kid you not, that night, like I said, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. That same night that I put that video out, Jill found out that her cousin died. Same age as me, 49. I'm not making this stuff up. I don't know what's going on. It's nutso. I've been on so many trails like this back in Colorado, but I knew the area. And trust me, you get weird mountain men, people that, you know, they don't want to be part of society anymore. You got to really be careful in certain areas. And I feel like this is, I don't know. I'm probably just being an alarmist. I'm sure everything's fine. But it's good to be safe and, you know, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be one of those people that is in an area like this with like noise canceling earbuds on. That's stupid. You're literally just looking for trouble. Whether it's humans or animals. Yeah, wow. I just saw a car. That's so crazy. You look at this and it looks like, hey, I'm somewhere in the, you know, the in Central America in a jungle. Yeah, you look right over here. Here's a street with cars. That's too funny. Osceola County Historical Society Research Center. By appointment only, huh? Well, I guess that's the end of the trail. I know there's the lady at the visitor center was showing me a walking trail that basically goes all the way down to Lake Toho, which that probably means nothing to you, but I did a video weeks and weeks ago over there where there's eagles, and it's not super far away, but it's not super close either. So I know nothing about these trail systems. Got a lot to learn. So I've been heading back for a few minutes, and just wanted to say, I don't mean to sound like an alarmist or anything, but I've seen so many cigarette butts and trash along this trail, which tells me there's definitely a lot of unsavory, like that, people hanging around. And I feel like you can never be too careful. Like I said, I grew up in Aurora, Colorado, and on the north end. And you know, do some research if you want. It's not a good place. Right around Colfax. Definitely, I've been in some situations that are unbelievable. I got robbed at gunpoint. Like, no joke. way back in the day, working Subway late at night. So yeah, been there, done that. Whew, man, ask me if it's hot and humid. Yes. Yes is the answer. Well, I'm not going to bore you guys with me walking back to the car. Thanks for coming along. Sorry if it was a weird video, like I said, especially when you consider the mood I was in at the beginning of today. Very hyper excited for tomorrow, and really looking forward to my first day with Disney with the traditions class. And I'm feeling, even though I haven't done it yet, I'm feeling very grateful. And afterwards, I've already planned this out, to reward myself with a paid day of learning about Disney. I'm gonna head over to Disney Springs after my traditions class and go check out Gideon's Cookie of the Month. So I can't believe it's already another month. Wow. So look forward to that. And otherwise, I will see you guys really soon. And thanks again to everyone, all the awesome wishes. Everyone's just been so awesome all the time. And I know it sounds weird, like, yeah, an entry level at Disney or whatever, but I'm truly, truly excited. I've been waiting for months for this, so I'm excited. Lots more to come, lots more to share. See you soon. Bye. Well, there's definitely more paths. I'll have to save that for next time because it is hot out today.